Hey guys, welcome to the session. I hope you guys are doing well. So in the previous class, we have discussed about what is Google Ads or PPC and how the auctions are running and the ecosystem of the Google Ads, right? I hope you guys remember. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about how the Google Ads account structure is. If you know this account structure very well, then it is very easy for you guys to run the campaign and all. So let's start. Think of your Google Ads account like an organizing large filing system. If you just throw anything into large big folder, it is very difficult for you to find the exact folder, right? But if you set everything in a logical manner, then it is very easy and quick to find the exact folder, right? Same like that on Google Ads account. Let's discuss about the hierarchy. When it comes to Google Ads, you know the account structure is dividing into three: the account level, campaign level, and the ad group level. But if we are comparing with this Facebook, you know, in the Facebook, the campaign is dividing into three: the campaign level, ad set level, and the ad level, right? I hope you guys remember. Same like that, but it is entirely different. Okay, so here when it comes to Google Ads, it's based on keywords and the proper targeting, and here the devices or the placements are entirely different when comparing to the social media platform. You know, when it comes to social media, the placements are on Instagram feeds, Facebook feeds, like that. But when it comes to Google, it is like Google Display Network, YouTube ads, or some other websites like that it is showing. So it's entirely different, but there are some similarities when we are comparing Google Ads with the Facebook ads. Okay, so now we are discussing more into the hierarchy. So the first one is account level. This is your main Google Ad account. That means your entire business main headquarters. Okay, you are running a clothing brand. Okay, in the apparel store, you know there are different kinds of product. For example, men's, formals, casual wear, kids, girls and boys, like products are there, women's like ethnic wear and western wears are there. So there are different kinds of products and services. But when we are talking about the account level, that means here the whole things of your entire business are in this account level. That means your billing, your time zone, your currency, how much you are paying, that receipts, all the things are in the account level. Then comes the campaign level. In the campaign level, there should be different marketing goals and the budget will be different. Let's take an example. We already discussed about the clothing brand, and you know that many of the people, like all the customers, are purchasing more on women's this western wear. Okay, so you find that most of the people are purchasing this western wear. So if you want to run a campaign, then you can choose one campaign level for ethnic wear, one campaign for western wear, and with more budget. Okay, when comparing with this as ethnic wear, if for example you are running a campaign for ethnic wear with a budget of per day 500 rupees, but when it comes to western wear, there you can target, like you can add the budget as 1000 rupees per day. That means, you know, for your brand more people are purchasing this western wear, so that's why you can add more budget. Okay, so this is what campaign level looks like. So if you want to run a campaign, you can segregate your campaign on the basis of the products and service and also the marketing goals. Okay, so if you want to run a sales campaign, you can run one product with that kind of campaign, like sales campaign. Or if you want to run a brand awareness or a video campaign, you can choose that campaign level and you can add the budget with all the details and all. So this is how campaign level looks like. So in the campaign level, you know, here the audience you can target, the keywords you can target, the different, you can add the different goals, like the objectives will be different. If you want to run a sales campaign and the campaign will be a brand awareness or a video campaign, you can choose the entirely different objectives or the goals. Then, you know, here you can budget differently. Like in the one campaign, you are putting a campaign amount of 500 per day, and in the another campaign level, you can choose it as 1500 per day. So the budget also here you can set up in the campaign level. Then comes the ad group level. Here, ad group level is categorizing into two. One is keywords and the other is ads. That means ad level. In the keywords, here you can add the proper keywords. Let's take an example. We already mentioned that we are running two levels of campaign. One is for ethnic wear and one is for women's western wear, right? So for ethnic wear, there you want to add the keywords like kurtis, bestseller kurtis, or best kurtis under 500, These are the keywords women are searching, right? So you can add those kinds of keywords. You can't mix their like the best western wears or t-shirts under 300 budget like that. You can add, because that campaign is entirely focusing on kurtis or the ethnic wear, right? But when it comes to this western wear campaign level, here you can add the keywords entirely different based on that specific product. For example, here you are only focusing on t-shirt western wear, then you can set an ad group of different products. That means one ad group for entirely for t-shirts, one for tops, one for jeans, like that. You can categorize different ad groups. So this is how this ad group level is performing. And other than that, we discussed about ad level, right? In the ad level, you want to add the text combination. That means the primary text we already discussed in the meta, like primary text, headlines and description, right? So same like that, but here you want to add the description. It should be a lengthy one. Then the primary text, like the headlines and all, with a limited budget, okay? And you have to add different variations. So whenever you are running a campaign, for example, a kurti with western wear and all, if you are mixing up, then it is very difficult for the customers to understand. But if you are doing it in a proper manner, that means one campaign level, and the campaign level is only focusing on the ethnic wears, and in the ethnic wears there should be ad groups, and the one ad group is only focusing on the kurtis, and the other is other ad group, the second ad group is focusing on lachas or sararas, like that, like all the like. Then comes the ethnic set, like that you can categorize. And the other campaign is focusing on western wear. In the western wear, you are putting three kinds of ad group. In the ad group, you are choosing one for t-shirts, one for oversized t-shirts, and one for shirts, like that you can segregate the product. So in the ad group, you have to add this keywords and ad level. When we are choosing the ad group only for t-shirts, there you can add the proper kind of t-shirts, like best t-shirts under 300, or white t-shirts with quality materials. So you know that there are different kinds of searches happening in the Google and other search engine networks. So we have to focus on the customer's perspective. So what are the, if you are planning to purchase t-shirts or oversized t-shirt, so what are the things you will search in the Google or any kind of search engine? So you have to think like the customer's perspective, then you can add the keywords. But when you are finding a keywords, we have to make a research, and also that we will discuss later. Now whenever you are setting a campaign, you have to set in a very proper manner, okay? This is very important. And then comes this ad level, okay? In the once you set this ad group level, in the ad group, like ad group 1, ad group 2, ad group 3, then in the ad group itself we have to set the keywords and the ad level. If you're focusing only on t-shirts, then you can, in the ad level, you can put the text and headlines, description, all related to the t-shirts, right? But if you are running all the things in the campaign level, then you have to choose one for this ethnic wear, one for western wear, one for this like men's wear. It will mix up. So whenever you're running a campaign, make sure you are segregating everything in a proper manner. Then it is very easy for you to set everything. You can find which one is performing better, from which ad group, or the people who purchase more from which ad group. All the things you can set here. So it is very easy for you in the future campaign also. Once you set the ad group, if you want to run a campaign for the oversized t-shirts also, it is very easy for you. Just want to connect this ad group only, like ad group 2. So this is how the campaign structure is dividing. I hope you guys understood how this structure is setting. And whenever you are running a campaign, make sure you are setting in a very neat and in a proper manner. So then it is very easy for you to identify when your clients or they want reports and all. It is very easy for you to take the reports and all in a simple manner. So this is how everything is performing. Let's discuss the campaign level guidelines that we have to follow. The first thing is you have to separate the product categories. That means if you have different kinds of product, you have to segregate each products, then you have to run the campaign. This is very important, okay? If you're mixing all the product categories, it is very difficult for you to find which one is getting better result or which one is making more conversions and all. It will make a difference. So whenever you're running a campaign, make sure you are separating or segregating your product categories into different levels. That means different campaign levels. This is very important. Then comes the geographical area. The geographical area or the location has to be separated in different level. That means in one campaign you have to focus on North India and one campaign you have to focus on South India, because when it comes to the location, people's needs or their purchasing power or their likes and their interests are entirely different, right? When it comes to the food, you know, because in North India they are more interested, their rice is entirely different when we are comparing into South India. So this is how it looks like. So when it comes to North India, their food categories, their interests, their likes and how they are using the social media is entirely different. Their keywords is extremely different when it comes to South India, right? So whenever you are running a campaign, make sure your geographical area should be in a separate. One campaign you can focus on North Indian level and one campaign you can focus on South Indian level. On the basis of their interest, you can target those kinds of audience. You can make a detailed targeting. All the things we can do in the basis of this geographical area. Okay, so then comes, after you're setting all these things, then comes you have to separate the budget and also the goal. So if you are introducing something new into the market, okay, something new into the market, the people doesn't know more about the product or what kind of product they are using or what material it is or how the product will be. The people doesn't know the quality and all. So for that, you have to make an awareness campaign, right? Or a brand awareness campaign. So once the people know about the product or the service, what you're providing, then only they will make a purchase or then only they will inquire, right? So this is very important when it comes to Google or a Meta campaign, that we already discussed about that. But now what I'm talking is, whenever you are running a Google ad campaign, make sure the budget, you know, when it comes to a women's wear and a men's wear, women's wear is getting more conversion. The people are more making inquiries, they are putting a product into the cart, they are making purchases are more increased. Okay, when comparing to the menswear, women's wear is having more conversions, but menswear is actually less, but the brand value is more, but the product conversion is very less comparing to the women's wear. So you know that in my company people are more purchasing women's wear, so you have to focus, or whenever you are running a campaign for a 10,000, don't split it into half, okay? You know exactly the people will purchase more on western wears or the ethnic wears or women's wear, then you have to spend the 7,000 to women's wear and a 3,000 to this men's wear. So it will be like that kind of. This is just an example. What I'm telling is, whenever you know that which product is getting more likes or more conversions, you know that, then you have to allocate the budget to that campaign. Okay, so this is what I meant. Then comes the goal. That means you know the people will purchase more on the western wears or this ethnic wear, you know that, then you have to make the campaign objective, or you need a clear goal. Okay, don't combine a traffic campaign in both the campaigns, or if you want more sales, don't go with a brand awareness campaign and all. You have to focus on lead generation campaign or a sale campaign, right? So like that, you have to choose the proper objective or the goal until the what kind of things or what you want from this campaign and all. You really have to make a clear goal. So these are the things which you have to focus while you are creating a campaign. So in the campaign level, make sure you are setting the product categories, the geographical area, the goal, the budget, all the things you have to set. So whenever you are running a campaign for your company or your products or for a freelance works also, make sure you are running a 2 to 4 or 6 campaigns, because segregating the product categories, running campaigns on the basis of location, the budget, the goals. So don't make with the one campaign. Make sure you are running at least 2 to 4 campaigns when it comes to the campaign level. Okay, now comes the exciting part, actually getting your hands dirty with the Google Ads interface. Just kidding. So now we are going to learn about the interface, that means Google Ads interface. Before that, we have to create a Google Ad account. So let's start by creating the Google Ad account. Then we are moving into the Google Ad interface, what this Google Ad is, what is the account level, what are the things we have to set in the account level. Then comes the campaign level, ad group level, keywords, ads, all the things we will discuss. Okay. Other than that, there are more tools in the Google Ads. So let's discuss one by one. So before that, we have to create a Google Ad account. So let's start by creating a Google Ad account. Now we are going to create the Google Ad account. For that, you need a Gmail account. I hope you guys all have a Gmail account. So if you are starting with a company account or your business account, you need a business account mail ID. Okay. So if your company's name is around VISKOOL, then you have a company mail of viscool@gmail.com or viscool@viscool.com or maybe info@viscool.com or sales@viscool.com. So like that, okay. So now I'm talking about you need a mail ID. I know you guys all have a mail ID. So now we are going to create a Google Ad account. For that, you have to log in with your Gmail account. Okay, the first thing is that. So once you have set it or once you have logged into your Google Ad account, then you have to open the browser. Then you have to search for Google Ads. Okay, so now I'm searching for Google Ads. Once you search, you will get a result. Okay, so now you can see there is a sponsored here. This is how your advertisement has to be shown in the first. When a customer is searching about something like a keyword, like for example, best biryani near me. Once I'm searching this keyword, I will get the sponsor. That means some other company. Okay, so once I'm clicking on that, from there I can order from Swiggy or Zomato or from Blinkit, from any of the platform I can make a purchase, or I can directly go to the store and can have this biryani and all. So this is how it is working. Okay, so many of the people are using this Google or the search engine for searching or making information. Main thing is they want to make a purchase or they want to get information. Whenever you doesn't know about a phrase or any kind of word, first thing is you will open your smartphone, then will go to the Google, then you search the exact word, right? So same like that. So many billions of searches are happening in the Google, right? In not only Google, there are different kinds of search engines, right? You know about search engines. That means Microsoft Bing. Other than Bing, there you will get DuckDuckGo, Baidu, like these all are search engines. Okay, but Google is one of the already in your smartphones Google is there. So people are more aware, especially Indians are more aware about this Google other than other platforms. Okay, so whenever you want to know about a product or you are currently you want to make a purchase, okay, that is sneakers or maybe it's a shoe. Okay, so for that, first thing you will search in this Google. From there you will go to redirect to Amazon, Myntra, Flipkart, like that. Then you are making a purchase. Or if you already have an application like Flipkart or Amazon, you will search from there, but you will make a reference, right? Will compare which sectors or which website is providing discounts and all. For that you have to come into the search engine, then you have to make a search, right? So it's like that. So whenever you are searching something on the Google, you can say sponsor, that is Google Ads, that is PPC. Okay, so that's you have to clearly mention. So once you're searching on Google Ads, you can see there's a sponsored ad. This is what Google is running for their company. Okay, so once I'm clicking here, we have to create an account. So now I already have a Gmail account, so that's why I'm clicking on sign in. So now you can see once I clicked into this Google Ads account, here you can see if you already have an account, you can go to sign in, or you can choose if you want to start a new, then you can click on start now. Once you're clicking on the start now, here you can see you have to create the first campaign with some few simple steps, right? Here you want to add the business information, then you can create ads, and you can set the budget. Once you set everything, then click on create the first campaign. Everything will be ready. So now I'm skipping that part. Once you're skipping that part, you can see here they are asking some questions. Now we can see tell us about your business. That means you want to give some information to Google that your company's name is this, your address is this, and you have a website, you have a phone number, all the things you have to provide here. Then the Google can monitor. Okay, so now they are asking what's your business name. Here you want to add the company's name. Okay, so now I'm adding it as VISKOOL. That is our brand. Okay, then comes here you can say what should people do after clicking here. Once a customer is seeing your advertisement, once they are tapping on the advertisement, they have to redirect. There are three options. One is they will redirect into the website. Then the other is they can call, like they can make a call with you. Okay, then comes app download. That means if you have an application, that means apps, it will redirect into the Play Store or App Store. From there the customer can download and then make a sign in. After that they can use that application. So like that, if you have an application you can connect it, or otherwise you can go with the website or the call number. So now I'm clicking here as the website. So now once a customer is seeing my advertisement, they have to after clicking on my advertisement, they have to redirect into the website. This is what I am planning to do. So now I'm click here adding the website URL. So once everything is set, then you can choose this next option. After giving the information, here you can see on the left side, add business information, right? Once I have added the business information, then they are asking to create the first campaign. That means a new fresh account. This is a new fresh account. From here, I want to create the first campaign. So this is a smart campaign, okay? Here we don't have to add anything, just add the goal, themes, then we have to add some text like primary, headline, description, all the things we have to add, some images, videos, assets, all the things we have to add. Then after adding the budget, then I can make a publish. So this is how this is smart campaign is making. Okay, so this is the first campaign. Before running the campaign, we have to set up the account. So now going downward, here you can see setup account only. Now we are just setting the account. Okay, now we are setting the account, then we are going into the interface, how the interface is. After learning all the things only, then we will create the first campaign. Okay, so now you have to click on setup account only. Once you set up your account, then once you skip this campaign and you are setting on the account, then it is Google Ad is asking about account settings. Here we have to add the billing country. That means from which location you are planning to run ad. Now I am in India. If your company is in Dubai or in America or in Canada, you can add that location. So now it is automatically detected if the billing country is in India. Then comes the time zone. Whenever you are setting the account, please make sure you have added the proper currency and proper time zone and all. If you are not adding this properly, that means you have seen that okay 5:30 there, other than this India, there are some other locations, that means some others countries time zone will be like 5:30, but it will be in not the Indian time. Okay, so if you are mistaking it, whenever you are running campaign on their timeline or in their time zone, your advertisement will be shown, and maybe now in the Indian time will be morning. At that time you are planning to run the campaign, but the location which you given is actually the night. Okay, so whenever you are running campaign at that time, people can't see your advertisement, but when it comes to the morning, at that time here the people are sleeping time. Okay, so that is a difference. So when make sure you are setting the account, the currency and the time zone is very important. If you have done it mistakenly, then it will affect the whole account. Okay, so here you can see I have set India, so the time zone is 5:30. Then comes currency. Here you can see it is India. Don't add your currency as an Indonesian, or other than Indian rupee there are rupee also, so make sure you have chooses INR. Okay, once you set up, you can click on continue. Then comes the account and the payment settings. Before setting the Google Ad account, you have to add the payment details. But now we are skipping because this is a demo account only. Once you're setting the account, now also you can skip this part, okay? But when you have to run a campaign, okay, at that time payment is very important. Once you set the payment only, you can run the campaign. So yeah, here you can see the payment profile. So now we are creating the payment profile only, okay, we are not adding the payment method. To create a new profile, here you want to add the business organization. If it is an organization level or it is an individual, that means you are the only person who is running a campaign, like a freelancer, you can choose individual. Or otherwise, if you are a corporate company or a like a partnership company and all, you can choose this as an organization. If you're an organization, you have to add the organization name. I'm adding it as VISKOOL. Here you want to add the legal name, so then have to add the address, okay. You have to add the proper location. Once you set up everything, then click on create. Here you can see the city, pin code, state, all the things you have to add, okay. Then comes the payment profile. Now you can see I have set up the payment profile, right? Like my company's name, like organization name, their address, city, location, pin code, all the things I have added. So now it is created. Here you can see the ID also. So once you are creating also, your ID will be visible. So now I have set up this payment profile. Then comes the payment method, okay. Here you want to add whether you can add this debit card or credit card or UPA or bank transfer or net banking, okay. Once you set up, I have a credit card, okay. So now I am clicking on here. You want to add the credit card number, then the date, the month, the CVV, the card holder name, all the things you have to add here. Once you set up, then you can save it, okay. Once you set up this payment method here like that, here you can see the details of your card. So yeah, everything has set. Now I'm clicking on I agree to the Google Ads terms. Once you click here, they are asking one more question, like if you want a personalized guidance from the Google, like if you're stuck with a campaign, okay, you don't know how to set up that all, then you can raise a ticket. The Google Ads team will contact you through a phone or maybe through a Google Meet and all, and they will resolve the problem. Or if you don't know about something in the campaign level or in the ad group level, or you want to know more about a product or about the account structure and all, you can connect this guidance. That means the expert people, okay. So if you want that, then you can choose yes, then you can add the country code and also the phone number. If you want no, then you can skip, you don't get that personal guidance, okay. So now I am clicking no. If you want it, you can add, or otherwise you can skip this process. If you're a fresher, then go with yes, okay. So once everything is set, then click on submit. Now you can see my account has been created, then clicking on continue. So once you created the account, then it is showing the advertiser verification. You have to verify your account. Okay, the first thing is, this is very important. Once you verify the account only, then you can run the campaigns and all. If you're not verified, then you will be restricted from the Google Ads account. Okay, so here they are asking about, tell us about your organization. They are asking two questions. One is yes and one is no. That means, is your organization an advertising agency? If you're a digital marketing agency, then you can go with yes, or otherwise you are running for your own company, then you can go with no, okay. So now I am setting this account as no, because we are not a digital marketing agency, we are our own brand, we are the person who's running campaigns and all, okay. So once everything is set, then you can see who pays for your ad. That means, if you are the person who's creating the ads, you are the person who's setting the payments and all, then you can choose it as we are the people who's paying the amount directly. Or if you have an agency, they are setting the invoices and paying the amount, then you can choose it as no. So now I'm the person who's setting the ad account, I'm the person who's running the campaign, I'm the person who's setting the budget, and I'm the person who's sending this amount, okay, paying this amount directly to the Google. So now I'm clicking it as yes. Once everything is set, then we have to set save and continue. So now I'm clicking on save and continue. Here comes the dashboard. We have set up the Google Ads dashboard, okay. So now you can see the interface right here, the campaigns, goals, tools, billings, admins. Here you can see the overview. From in the in the campaigns itself, you can see there are different kinds of metrics, right? Not the metrics, there are different kinds of tools you can see. So these are the tools. If you want to add your Google display appearance in a large, then you can choose it, or if you want extra small, you can choose. So you can see the difference, right? Then here all the notifications will be coming. Here in the notification, you can see what all the activities you are doing. If your campaign is published in the notification, it will be there, or your account will be restricted, or it is prohibited. All the details will be showing in the notification. Here, other than that, here you can see there are a lot of things. Here you can see the payment method. I have to add the payment method. Once I am adding the fund, here you can see the balance. It will show like 2000 as of 18 June 2025, like that it will be. So yeah, this is how our interface will be. So now we will discuss more into each and every tool. Okay, so first we have to set the admin advertiser account. We have to add the peoples and all. We already discussed in the meta ads, right? So the same like that, if you want to share your account to some other person, or those person is running the campaigns and all, here you can set the people, like through the mail ID you can invite that person. That person will get the whole access. If you wanted a partial access also, you can set. So in the settings, like in the admin we have setting, then the billing we have to set. In the tools we will explore more about all the different tools, like creating audience, all the things we will discuss in the coming classes. Okay, I hope you guys understood. It's a very easy thing. Just go create a mail ID, then go to the Google Ad account, create an account. It is very simple. It's not a big task. Okay, it's not a big deal. So that's all for today. I hope you guys understood. See you in the next session.